Hello, and welcome to the TBI podcast, Those Bored Individuals. What up, my creche? It's me, Fresh, and welcome to a brand new year!
Happy New Year!
Yes.
In February.
It's a new year, it's a new month, it's a new day, and I'm feeling fine.
There's not much to be terrific about, but hey, at least we're here.
Yeah. I apologize for the lack of a podcast last month, guys. It's just I caught two colds last month, one worse than the other. So I couldn't find the time to be well enough to record one of these. But I'm well now. So, yeah. And now we're here.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Three of us?
Oh yeah, about that. Unfortunate circumstances have arisen, guys. I've asked around, and almost none of our friends have the available time to join us for the podcast. So, as a result, I've had to bring Snarf in from the garden to fill in as our fourth guest. So, welcome Snarf, everybody. Hello!
Yay!
Hello,
This is my first podcast, so be nice to me, please. We will, Snarf, don't worry.
No promises.
That depends on that.
Yeah. Well now, Christmas, New Year have come and gone. So, were they enjoyable to you guys?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Hmm.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, for me, definitely. It was me and Kirsty's first Christmas together, so of course it was lovely.
Yeah.
And may there be many more to come.
Oh yeah. During December, at some point, me and Kirsty decided to have our families meet up for the first time. So the pair of us decided to head out to the local garden centre because it's tradition, because you want to go to the most nicely decorated places in town.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
as we're touring around the garden centre, we see a lot of interesting items on sale.
Mm-hmm.
And one item that stood out to me, and in a way that made me go, what were they thinking? And this is it. So, it was like a little stall, and at first glance, it looks like a little Christmas card box thing, where it basically said, make your own pearl necklace.
Okay.
Sounds nice at first, but then when you open the card up, the true horrors lie within.
Oh no.
Oh.
It was an oyster in a tin.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
Imagine that! The instructions literally say, open the tin, shuck the oyster, remove the pearl from within, shove it in the necklace. There you go.
Huh.
What
There's one way to do it.
what were they thinking?
That has to have been like a gag.
No, it was real. Like, if I'm quick, I can send the picture. Oh, that is disgusting. I know, Snarf. I mean, think of the implications of this. You to go to this effort, you kill an oyster, remove its pearl, and shove it in a necklace. What if you don't get a pearl within the oyster? You're just left with a smelly oyster in a tin. I was talking about this with Kirsty, like, honestly, she said, if you went to the effort of killing something just to get me a gift, I probably wouldn't approve.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're liking there, Rowan.
You know.
Oh. Everyone's going slowly.
No, not doing well.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
missing out.
You alright?
This reminds me of the other podcast you said to.
Uh-oh.
You're turning into a robot.
Rowan just said she'll be right back, so bear with us, folks.
It seems like my internet dropped for a hot second.
Yeah, I noticed.
You were as slow as me.
Sorry about that, Snarf.
You were turning into pretty fast there for a second.
Well, you know, it got me thinking about that make your own pearl necklace. That is horrendous. And it got me thinking about some of the other, like, worst gifts you can give someone.
Mm-hmm.
And another item which I saw was, it's called the Floatapoo.
Huh.
All right.
It's just,
I'll bite. What is the floatapoo?
I don't
Are you
really want-
tired of finding a bin for your dog dirt?
Oh dear.
Well.
That is.
Well, we've got the product for you, the Floatapoo. Fill this bag with helium and your dog's poo and float it away into oblivion.
Huh.
Make it someone else's problem.
Hell yeah.
Exactly. It's like sooner or later that's gonna come crashing down. And I thought bird droppings were bad.
Oh no. Dear God, why are they feeding these pigeons?
Jeez. I am a little ashamed to say that I look forward to this.
Excuse?
Oh yeah, because snails have a habit of eating, you know what, I don't even want to go there, Snarf.
Yeah.
Well,
I think, okay.
let's move on to something a little less morbid.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Please.
Another
I'm about to have dinner done. I don't want to be thinking about that.
another item I saw, Karen, the card game.
Oh, this'll be fun.
It's
That's a thing.
It's like, be the most defensive Karen. It's a game of 1-star reviews.
Huh. Well, that's
Makes
good.
sense to me.
Yeah, it's like, we've done it. Karens are officially an official term.
Yeah, they're becoming a thing now. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
They were already a thing, but more like a brand now. Yeah.
I've never had to deal with Karens. The worst I've had to deal with is magpies. Yeah, I understand, Snarf. You have every right to be
Yeah,
afraid.
they're not much better, I assure you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but yeah, aside from that, I got some very nice gifts. I got an Articuno plushie from Kirsty,
Oh, yeah.
along with a Marvel Oodie.
Mm.
Basically, it's an oversized, fluffy hoodie, which you can... It's unbelievably warm and cozy, so yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, so me and Kirsty have now got one each, so... Cuddle party!
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, did you guys get anything nice for Christmas?
I'm
I
sorry.
got a few good things.
I mostly had like loads of chocolate and a few games along the way. But, yeah.
Yep, that sounds pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm.
I got a painting from my mother after we went to an art gallery. She would do for me.
Ooh.
A couple of sketches.
Uh-oh. It's happening again.
Oh,
Back out again. Back in.
If I that one time with that other podcast.
Hopefully this podcast will be short. Yeah.
yeah. Best to keep it short and sweet.
Yeah. Well now.
Anyway, as I was saying, painting, Switch games, I lots of drink and chocolate,
Mhm.
and all in all, a very nice haul.
Nice.
Mm.
So yeah.
And of course, Daniel was lovely enough to give me a little Lego Link set.
Yeah.
I'm sure he knows what I am referring to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
A very, very nice surprise. Thank you, Daniel.
Glad you like it.
I unfortunately haven't gotten around to building them yet. I'm storing them for a rainy day when I'm off.
Of course.
Saving them for later.
So, Snarf, what did you get for Christmas? A cabbage. Okay. A cabbage. Great.
Yeah, kind of thinking that.
A perfect gift for one such as yourself.
All right. Well, I think that's that first segment done. So, I can't seem to reach the mouse. Snarf, do you think you can press the stop button for me? Okay, I'll try. Snarf, what's going on with you? I seem to have gone all weak down one side, Fresh. Oh, for God's sake, press the button. Press the freaking button. You're listening to the TBI podcast. Well, 2023 had a number of great films and games lined up, weren't there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, before we start getting into 2024's lineup, I thought we'd take the time to discuss our favourite games/movies of 2023.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Rowan, any favourites from last year?
Well, I'm sure that most people know. Tears of the Kingdom came out quite early on, and it took up a majority of my time for a good while.
Oh, yeah.
Would recommend. Very good.
Oh, yes. I've got it myself, but I'll need to get round to it eventually. There's just so many other games on my Switch, and I've got quite a big checklist this year.
Yeah, checklist and life. Oh, children. Cherish the free time you have, because you're not going to have much of it when you reach our age.
Yeah.
Well, depends what you do.
So, Michael, best game from last year? Do you have one?
Well, I have been playing a lot more Pokemon Go recently.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yes, I've been playing that a lot while I'm in college, just chilling out with friends and, the usual. 'Cause I did take a break from the game a while ago, and then I went back to it, and I immediately started getting to know more things from the game, so, yeah.
Cool. Well, as for me, best game from last year, it's quite tricky because I've not actually played a lot because of my new job and such, but if I had to pick a game that came out last year, one that stood out to me was Mario Wonder. It's a pretty bonkers new Mario game, and it actually shows off the new voice of Mario and the crew.
Ah, yes, of course.
Because, as we all know, the voice of Mario is currently retiring from voicing Mario, but moving up to be a Nintendo CEO.
Ooh, good for him.
Yep, so we got new voices for Mario and friends, and yeah, they're doing a pretty good job.
Cool.
So, yeah, Snarf, any particular games you enjoyed from 2023? Hide and seek. Hide and seek, of course.
The classic.
Yeah. It's the simple things in life. It's happening again, isn't it?
I think so.
You know the drill, Rowan. Leave and come back. So, in terms of 2023's films, which ones do you think were the best?
Interesting question, because I have not actually been watching many movies or shows recently. The only thing I've actually been watching, if you remember from a previous podcast, we talked about shows from our childhood, and I've recently been on an X-Men Evolution kick recently.
Ooh, nice.
And if some of you remember way back when we were talking about cartoon crushes, I made mention of X-Men Evolution's Wolverine, so that's a nice little trip down memory lane.
Oh, yes.
I don't think I actually seen the X-Men, but I know what it's sort of about.
Well, Michael, I'm going to make a slight guess. Was the best film of 2023 for you the Five Nights at Freddy's movie?
I was thinking that, but maybe? It could have been that.
It could have been. Could have been. That doesn't sound very promising.
I mean, I enjoyed the movie, but for me, there were some parts I didn't really, like, connect to, like, the actual lore of the game. Man, there were some, like, good moments in the movie. Man, there were some parts, like, they're telling their own story, in a way. But apart from that, it was, enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie was a bit mixed when it came out.
Yeah.
I watched that and I quite enjoyed it, actually.
Yeah. Now, some of the points that people make, understandable. I can understand how a non-fan wouldn't enjoy it because of, the deep story that you need to look into to try and understand all these little details and such. It wasn't as scary as I would have liked.
Yeah.
There were I think there were 3 prominent jump scares that caught a lot of folks off guard.
I think I know what you're not.
And they were all from Balloon Boy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a Balloon Boy figurine did all the jump scares, and he wasn't even an animatronic in the movie.
Well, he is moving around somehow, so there's certainly something about that, that's for sure.
Yeah. It was either an Easter egg or an actual pub. So.
Yeah. Also, wow, I never thought I'd see Matthew Lillard, aka Shaggy, go from being chased by monsters to actually being a monster.
Oh, yeah. I think it was
Rather die a hero or you'll live long enough to become the villain.
Yeah. I think that was my favourite part. He was my favourite.
Oh, yeah.
That being said, I actually watched a YouTube animation recently. It's actually an animation about Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Gang going to Five Nights at Freddy's, and it is played very straight. Like, it reads like an actual Scooby-Doo episode.
Would that be Springtrapped?
Yes, that's the one.
I was thinking about doing a reaction to it, but then the controversy came around and I was like, maybe I'll lay low for a bit.
Yeah, might be a good idea. But yeah, it was animated in like a Rankin Bass style, if anyone remembers that.
Yes.
And honestly, I love how straight it's played. I was waiting for the shoe to drop, be like, okay, something's going to happen and it's kind of going to be all grim, dark, and it'll introduce all the horror aspects. But no, it was a Scooby-Doo episode through and through. It even brought in one of the Scooby-Doo like chase soundtracks.
Yes.
7 Days a Week, I believe it's called.
That reminds me of like a while ago where a fan made a Ghostbusters cameo with Five Nights at Freddy's. I was all in live action. And I can't remember when that was, but that was really a good concept as well.
Yeah, not going to dive too deeply into the controversy, but let's just say the creator received a bit of backlash because he used AI voices to recreate the voice of Daphne and some of the other characters. And the actual current voice of Daphne got angry because she claimed he was using her voice. And to that I say, excuse you, it wasn't even your voice that the AI voice was recreating. It was the original. It was the classic voice, not yours. But despite all that, he had to take down the video and redub it with actual voice actors, but It's got me thinking about the series, and now it's got me with the warning of trying not to use AI voices in the future, so...
Yeah, we have to avoid that cesspool entirely until there's actual, like, rules with it.
Yeah.
Maybe not the best idea for now.
But anyway, back to the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Now, there are some genuinely good moments, but it also can be a bit too goofy in some places. Like you've got like the animatronics and the main girl like building a fort together, and it's like, come on, you can't be serious.
Yeah, that was a bit off.
Yeah, but despite all that, I still enjoyed it. It could have been better, but it also could have been worse.
Oh,
yeah.
It could have been a whole lot worse.
Oh, and one more thing. There are YouTube cameos in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's an actual proper cameo, but yeah.
Yep. MatPat does appear in this movie.
He says the thing.
Yep, he does say his line.
I think when me and Johnny saw it together when I was down at his, and when I saw him on screen, I was like, oh my god, it's him, it's the YouTuber. And Johnny had no idea who he was, he didn't recognize him. I was like, no!
Oh. But, you know, while we're on the subject, I want to bring up, for those of you who were expecting Markiplier in this movie, unfortunately, he's not in it. But I do want to bring something up. Markiplier was originally going to be in this movie. He was...
Yep.
He was originally going to appear as the opening night guard, the one who gets killed off before the opening credits happen. But due to filming for another TV show he was slated to appear in, he couldn't make the appearance in time, so we just had some random guy take the role.
He's making a movie or TV show about Iron Lung, and I'd say that takes a little bit higher priority than a cameo.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I mean, he might have a chance to appear in the second one if they're making it.
Yeah, I bet he will if he has the time. I do still, however, uphold that the best cameo would have been just a picture of him as the employee of the month, titled King of Freddy's. I still uphold it to this day, and I will die on this hill.
Well, there's always enough opportunity.
Well, who knows? Maybe someday, if Markiplier finds the time, he could recreate the opening with him replacing the opening night guards and upload it to his channel directly. So,
That's pretty cool.
You never know.
Yeah, there's always another chance.
Yeah. Well, one movie that I saw last year, which I think did really well for itself, was Seth Rogen's take on the Ninja Turtles.
Oh. I didn't see that, but I saw the trailer.
Oh. Now, I didn't actually watch a lot of the Ninja Turtles growing up. I did see a few episodes of the 2001 series. I have Batman vs. the Ninja Turtles on Blu-ray, which I love. And then this movie comes around, directed by Seth Rogen himself, and I thought, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Not only is it animated like Into the Spider-Verse and Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, but for the first time in the Turtles' history, they're played by actual teenagers. Now, in some places, some of you might be thinking that that sounds incredibly cringy. And in some places it is. Because there's points where the Ninja Turtles are just saying stuff for no reason and just doing stuff for no reason, like twerking and saying New York slurs and such. But in a strange way, it actually kind of works. Because when the Ninja Turtles are actually saying their lines and such, all four of them are in the same recording booth, just goofing off with each other and just saying whatever comes to mind. So that sound, and they do sound like modern teenagers. That is how teenagers act and sound nowadays. So, cringy or not, it's accurate.
Yeah.
Yes, it works.
You know what?
But yeah, this movie focuses on the struggles of them being mutants in a human world and trying to conquer another fellow mutant by the name of Superfly. And yes, it's just as crazy as it sounds.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
I mean, when you see what Superfly becomes by the end, wow. This could be an incredible franchise.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got Splinter, voiced by Jackie Chan.
Ah.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
he is perfect, and he's drenched in the 80s. This is an amazing choice for Splinter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Splinter, I think, definitely has the more story-driven parts for it, this film, because they draw comparisons to him and Superfly. Like, they both want what's best for their fellow mutants, but they have very different ways of dealing with it.
Oh dear.
So yeah, if you're a fan of the Ninja Turtles or the new Spider-Verse style of animation, I highly recommend you see Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, because I mean, I just love creative creature designs, and now I'm excited to see where this new Ninja Turtle franchise goes.
Yeah, it never does.
Well, what else have we seen this year? Oh, over December, me and Kirsty went to see Wonka.
Ah.
Ooh.
I heard good things about that.
Oh yeah, what do I think of it? Actually, I've always wanted to say this. It was scrumdiddlyumptious.
Yeah.
You had your opportunity.
Yeah. Oh, it's the prequel to Gene Wilder's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, showing Wonka's rise to fame and how he eventually builds his chocolate factory, and it is a delight.
I've seen some little bits of it, but I haven't actually seen it yet.
Ooh.
Yeah. You've of course got returning favourite songs in this film, like Pure Imagination and the Oompa Loompa song.
Yeah, I saw bits of that.
But you also have new songs like A Hat Full of Dreams, Sweet Tooth, Scrub Scrub, Just for a Moment, and You've Never Had Chocolate Like This. And they are great additions to the movie, especially For a Moment, because it's such a nice song.
Yeah.
Hard to think that Willy Wonka's milking a giraffe during that scene.
Excuse me?
What?
Well, Wonka gets his ingredients from all over the place, and at one point he needs to get giraffe milk, so that was a little uncomfortable to watch.
What that?
Yeah, good thing Fresh Powder was in there.
Oh god. Oh no. Oh dear. But yeah, I love this film. It should have been a nice experience, but there were a few too many rowdy kids in the cinema when we were there.
Of course.
As always.
Because we had the usual problems when kids are in theatres. A lot of them are on their phone taking pictures of themselves in the cinema. But the worst part about all of it is that now, it's bad enough that they know the songs. It's worse still that they're singing them out loud before everyone else knows what they're like.
Yeah.
Like, the
Now it annoys me.
like the Oompa Loompa song, they can get away with it because that's a major part of the original film. Everyone knows the words to it, so fair enough. But to go out singing "You'd Never Had Chocolate Like This" before we even know what the lyrics are going to be, it was just dreadful. Like, me and Kirsty, like, simultaneously turned around to look at the two little girls behind us and just gave them death glares like, "Will you shut up?"
The neutral demon.
Like the
Were
worst.
they receptive?
No, the worst group of them was like 4 young girls, like near the front row, and they were really noisy. They were the ones taking pictures and such. And before me and Kirsty had the chance to report them, halfway through the third act, they just get up, still noisy, and leave. Like, really? What's the point in coming to watch this if you're not going to pay attention to it or stick around for the ending?
Oh my god.
Oh,
All that for nothing.
like, we should bring back, like, the hall guards, the one, like, the people who walk up and down the cinemas with the torch, like, none of that, please.
TikTokers.
Yeah.
But
I'm totally not one.
regardless, we both love Wonka, and we've been humming the songs ever since.
Yeah. I mean, nothing you can always be watch it after.
Yeah. Well, can't really think of anything else that happened, unless you want to bring up any other films or games.
No, not really. As I say, I've been watching much of the same stuff I usually do.
Yeah, pretty accurate for me, but I did properly see The Lion King 2 last year.
Oh, Lion King 2, a classic.
Yeah, I seen some bits and, things on there, and sort of know the story, but after Christmas I sat down and, properly watched it, which was nice.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense that the first Lion King was based off Macbeth, and it makes sense the second movie is based off Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I had it on VHS, now I've got it on Blu-ray within my collection, so yes.
I didn't go on the streaming, but oh well.
So, Snarf, any movies you watched last year? A Bug's Life. Of course. Yeah.
I'm always going to say the Pooh movie then.
And Turbo. Oh, yeah, Turbo. I keep
Of course.
That can work.
I keep forgetting Turbo exists. I just know it for the auto-tune song.
Oh.
That snail is
I haven't
fast.
watched it properly,
That snail is fast. That snail is fast, 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 fast.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yep.
Well, there one last film I do want to bring up that came out was Wish.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I heard about that.
Yeah, I saw some trailers on that.
Yep. Disney celebrating 100 years with Wish. And funny story, Mum and Dad took my nephew Charlie to see it in cinemas, and apparently he asked to leave because he found one part of it a bit too frightening for him.
Oh.
Apparently it had to do with, like, the main villain, like, obtaining his powers and such. Similar to the end of Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost, apparently.
It's actually been afraid.
Like, I don't know what it is. Like, ever since Charlie turned 9, it's like his fear response has been amped up to 11. It's like, sheesh, this is... So many films are catching him off guard for being scary now.
It's starting to happen now.
Yeah. Maybe it had something to do with me showing him Jumanji, but, it wasn't me, I swear.
Yeah, you're the responsible one here. I did hear like the creators use AI to make the songs, but I'm not sure about that.
Oh, again with
I
the
heard online.
again with the AI thing. Like,
Yeah.
do people honestly think folks are too unoriginal now? They have to use AI to make songs for Disney now.
Well, that's what I heard, but I'm not sure if it's true or not.
Really? It's like if AI was creating songs for Disney, they sound a bit like this. Has anybody seen my sandwich? I slipped on my black hole. I went to the rabbit and got Pokemon card and tripped on my thorax. Like, come on.
Surprised. With the way AI is going these days, it wouldn't surprise me if some companies might start doing that, just using a bit more refined technology. But I shan't comment on the status of Disney lest we get sued.
Yeah.
Yeah. Snarf is AI, guys. Did you know that?
Oh my god, I never knew.
What?
Yeah. Snarf is an AI creation. I can confirm that.
Okay.
It's true. I am a figment of Fresh's imagination.
Wait, wouldn't that mean for Nephew too?
I hurt my brain.
Oh dear.
Oh, okay.
But still, I saw it for myself. I can see why Charlie felt upset and scared during that segment. But I still enjoyed it regardless.
Yeah.
The animation was pretty nice. The songs were pretty catchy. Star is of course a cute companion, literally being a wishing star from the sky.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I loved it. But there were also some moments that were a bit confusing, like random cameos from a bootleg Peter Pan and Mary Poppins, like, I wish to fly to a magic land. Yeah, good luck with that, kid. I wish for a magic nanny. Yeah, well, you're gonna have to settle for your parents, kid. Because that's what the villain's like. He's just literally crushing people's dreams and wishes.
Isn't that the point, maybe?
Potentially. Because the whole point is that the folks of this town are entrusting their wishes to their king, and only a select few ones get granted every year, and it's like, we should be fulfilling our own dreams, not leaving them up to some other person's decisions. But yeah.
Interesting.
Regardless of what you think of it, I still thought it was pretty nice.
I might see it. I'm not sure yet.
But if there was anything I would say that best represents Disney celebrating 100 years, it would have to be their little short film, Once Upon a Studio.
Yeah.
Because that literally has every character from the past 100 years in Disney movies all coming together to sing When You Wish Upon a Star.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah. So yeah, that basically sums up 2023. And if we missed any other games or films this year, we sincerely apologize, but this is going to be a relatively short podcast today, so I'm afraid if you're wishing for the month's most ridiculous headlines, that'll probably have to wait.
Oh.
But still, what we've talked about today has been grand. So, Snarf,
Yep.
thank you for filling in the spot today, Snarf. It's been a pleasure talking with you. Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna see if I can get back to the shed. Alright, off you go.
I'm wondering what he's doing in that shed.
He's slowly slithering away now.
Yeah.
Bye, Snarf.
Yeah.
I don't trust that enough.
And until next time, guys, it's time for us to say goodbye. So, until next time, goodbye.
Bye.
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 Snarf, can you press the stop button again?
No!
I'll do that myself then.